Now, Ethiopia has registered tremendous economic growth of double digits over the last decade. The World Bank has once again projected that the economy will expand by more than 8% this year. Despite the impressive statistics, though, the country is struggling with a 20% unemployment rate, and many young people simply can't find a job. Some are actually leaving the country. Emmanuel Igunza reports.
This is the daily struggle of Ethiopia's unemployed population. These are some of the millions of people searching for any job available. But with unemployment rates being at an all-time high, some like Solomon Aderu have found the going tough. He's been jobless for more than 2 years now.
I'm disappointed because there is some works what we get, but it is not because employer have not so much up to now. So the necessary jobs are not found now.
And everyone you talk to here has the same story of rejection letters, disappointment and despair.
Well, official government statistics say the unemployment rate in the country is currently at 18%, but some analysts believe that figure could be much higher, and in particular in urban areas like Addis Ababa, where 1 in 2 young people are looking for employment.
And the queue of job hunters grows longer and longer, with more than 300,000 young people graduating from public universities and other vocational institutions every year. The country's new Prime Minister has promised he will address the problem.
Most of us came from poor family. After graduation, we want to change our life, we want to change our parents' life. So in order to do that, we have no option, unless going abroad and looking for a job.
If the government is to create sustainable job opportunities, it has to work fast on people's mindsets. The problem nowadays is that even if you get a job, it's not sustainable. The country has a massive educated people, but I believe that education by itself is not enough to create jobs.
Some new jobs are already being created in dozens of industrial parks like this one, which have had millions of dollars of funding from the government. But economists say that the country needs to shift away from its tight control of the economy, which has so far prevented employment opportunities through private investors.
The government has sort of suffocated or crowded out the private sector in its quest for building infrastructure, building massive investments in various development activities. And I think that's one of the areas where the new Prime Minister could start rethinking the balance of government versus private investment in the country, government versus private access to resources.
Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has won praise for his efforts to address the country's political and economic problems so far. But analysts warn that it is how he deals with the unemployment crisis which will really determine the success of his efforts. Emmanuel Igunza, BBC News, Addis Ababa.